I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world below. There's no sickness, no toil or danger in that bright land to which I go.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of the Messy Friar. I can't lie to you, this morning my energy level is kind of low, but we're going to talk about the question of truth. There's a lot going on in our world, and there's a lot of people claiming the truth, and it reminded me once of a story. We were celebrating Easter Sunday, and the priest at that time here said that the reason we know that the resurrection is true is because people were willing to die for it. And something in my mind said, okay, people flew planes into the Trade Center and the Pentagon because they believed what they were doing was the truth. So dying for something doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So what is true? Well, there's people that think wearing masks is not true, that we don't need them during this pandemic. And there's people that think we need them, and they think that's the truth. The truth is something I've tried to figure out my whole life. But one of the things that I've learned is that sometimes I have to unlearn in order to be open to the truth. All of us may have been brainwashed in some way, not like a cult, but we were all told things by our parents, by our teachers, things that we believed. And some people want the truth to be the Baltimore Catechism, where all the answers are those answers and that's it. But that's not truth. Truth is Jesus Christ for us Christians. And if we really want to know the truth, we have to have a deep relationship with Jesus. Not a relationship with the catechism as much as a relationship with God Himself, God incarnate, our God that came down from His comfort zone to be in this mess that we call life. So we have to really study Jesus, to study His words, but most importantly, His actions, because that's the truth. And when I've studied Jesus' actions, I realize I don't really believe the truth sometimes, because it's hard for me when somebody cuts me off in traffic to just get off my pedal and allow them to come in and say, God bless them. I hope they have a wonderful day. But truth is a journey. My belief in the Eucharist as a second grader is nowhere near my belief in the Eucharist as a 63-year-old man. But that doesn't mean I was wrong when I was young. It just means that mystery is continuing to reveal itself to us, but we have to be open to it. And one of the things that we do, we like to say, we have the truth and you don't. We like to draw that line down the middle, and you either have to be this way or that way. There's no in between. The truth is Jesus. And Jesus didn't draw a line. He was perfectly okay with telling the religious leaders that were putting heavy burden on the people at that time that they were wrong. Hypocrites, vipers. But He was also quick to tell those in sin that He loved them and encouraged them to live their life according to the truth. So the question of truth that I see present in my life right now is, do I sit down and just be comfortable in my comfortable world where I can just sit and binge watch Netflix and don't think about anything? Or is it truth me getting off my butt, excuse my French, and help those people in need? And sometimes when we help the people in need, we have to get out of our comfort zone. Yes, it's nice to write a check to somebody, to an organization, and that's needed. But we have to cross the street, and we have to get into the experience of another person, especially people of different cultures, different races, because we need to be like Christ. He's the truth, the way, and the light. And brothers and sisters, if we continue to always judge people and to continue to draw that line in the sand that separates us from one to another, and we become tribal people, not the kingdom people that we need to be. Because the kingdom is not an exclusive country club meant just for a few. Jesus didn't come for a few. He came for the world. And we need to work the best we can to bring about that kingdom while we're still here. And in that way, we made our place a little bit better. And if we all do that, if we all love like Jesus, then we have a shot at doing more good than harm and making our world a better place and more like the kingdom. I love you.